What if a quiet kid from movies grew up and surprised everyone in ways few people expected? And what if the pictures people think they know only tell part of the story? Because this story has turns, bold choices, and moments that made many stop and look again. And this is not gossip or rumor, but a clear look at how Leelee Sobieski changed over the years, shown through real images, real roles, and real decisions. And if you believe you already know her story, it is worth staying until the end. Because the final part explains why she walked away when most stars would have chosen to stay. Since Leelee Sobieski became famous at a very young age, and many people first saw her as a calm and serious girl in major films where she often played smart and quiet characters, and because of this fans felt sure they knew what kind of star she would become. But growing up in the movie world can shape a person in unexpected ways, and as she grew older her roles also shifted, with pictures from those years telling a strong story that words alone cannot fully explain. Because when Leelee first started acting, she was seen as innocent and shy, and early photos show her in simple outfits with soft looks and gentle poses, and studios liked this image so much that they continued to offer her similar roles again and again, and for a long time she followed that path without complaint. Until a clear change appeared as she reached adulthood and began choosing roles that pushed limits and surprised fans and critics alike. Since some films showed her in bold scenes meant to feel honest and real rather than safe or fake, and the camera did not hide much. But these moments were part of the story rather than added only for shock, even though the internet focused more on the images than on the meaning behind them, with pictures spreading fast and people talking even faster, and headlines using loud language while the truth remained simple, which was that she was an adult actress making adult choices. And photos from this period show a strong shift in her image as her style became sharper and her expressions more confident, and she no longer looked like the quiet girl from her earlier films but instead appeared fully aware of the attention around her. And while these images are often shared without context, they reflect a time when she was testing her freedom as an artist and as a person. And not everyone approved of this change, because some fans felt shocked while others felt impressed, and critics argued back and forth about her choices. Yet Leelee herself did not argue much at all and instead continued working and choosing roles that felt right to her while staying mostly silent as others spoke for her, and that silence only increased curiosity, until something unexpected happened when she stepped away from acting at a time when her name was well known, without a loud farewell or dramatic announcement, and new pictures began to show a different life with less focus on the spotlight and more focus on peace. As she married, started a family, and turned her attention to art in a new form. And many people still ask why she left, with some believing the pressure became too heavy while others think she simply wanted a normal life. And the pictures from her later years give quiet clues by showing calm faces, simple clothing, and moments that feel personal and real, suggesting that fame was no longer her main goal. And when looking back, the phrase shows it all means much more than bold scenes or revealing photos, because it means she showed every side of herself, including the young girl, the daring actress, and the private person who chose a different path. And each picture becomes a piece of that journey, which is why her story still matters, since it is not about shock but about choice. And Leelee Sobieski proved that a star does not have to stay in one box forever, and showed that walking away can be just as powerful as staying. And when the pictures are seen in order, they quietly prove it. And if this story helped you see how in a new way, then stories like this remind us that the most interesting truths are often found not in loud headlines but in the quiet spaces between the pictures.